Hi, fans of high quality entertainment. So, anyway, I was doing some Patreon reactions this morning, and there was one song that was a tribute song, and it was really good, and it's included in this list. And I thought that would be a great idea for a video. So, thank you, pal. And I'll mention the song when I get to it. So obviously there are more than 12 great, tribute songs in the world. So hopefully nobody says, where's this song? Where's that song? you know, there's only so many songs you can squeeze into 12, right? So there's going to be some that you like that are missing. But these are my favorites that I could think of. So here we go, and let me know what you think and what would you consider the greatest tribute song of them all? First up is Man on the Moon. And I've got some, I took some notes. I did a little research. Man on the Moon is a tribute to comedian Andy Kaufman. I loved him. He was so good. With numerous references to his career, including his Elvis impersonation, wrestling, and so on. The song's title and chorus refer to moon landing conspiracy theories as an oblique allusion to rumors that the moon landing was faked. The moon landing was not faked. I saw it on television. But you never know. So that's number 12. And the way I'm rating these is not so much how much I love the song, but more of the emotion in the song for whoever they're giving the tribute to. So, but anyway, they're all excellent tributes. So that's number 12. Number 11. Oh, and by the way, I was going to include I Will Always Love You, written by Dolly Parton. Can't speak today. Written by Dolly Parton. And of course, Whitney Houston did a amazing version of it too. But I'm kind of, but that was written for somebody that was alive. The tribute. These other songs are for people that have passed on, so that's why I didn't include it. So yeah, Back in Black, of course, is the song. The song was written as a tribute to the band's former singer, Bon Scott, who died suddenly in February of 1980. And, the bells at the beginning of it. And, for a tribute, that it's perfect for Bon Scott, because I don't think he'd want them to be singing some kind of, lame ballad or something as a tribute. It's a great rock song, so excellent tribute. Well, the whole album is a kind of a tribute to him. Number 10. It's a Beatle. It's George Harrison. All those years ago, having previously recorded the music for the song, Harrison tailored the lyrics to serve as a personal tribute to his former Beatles bandmate, John Lennon, just in case you don't know, following the latter's murder in 1980. Ringo Starr played drums, and Paul McCartney, along with his Wings bandmates Linda McCartney and Denny Lane, overdubbed backing vocals onto the basic track. Their vocals, though, were kind of buried in the mix, maybe on purpose by George. But it is, I wouldn't say it's the greatest song, but it's a very good song. I do like it. And I love the line, I always looked up to you. That's the line that kind of gets to me. So, very nice tribute by George. Next up. This is a great idea I thought of. Number 9. Yeah, this is the song I just recently did a song reaction to on Patreon. And by the way, on my Canadian Studmuffin channel today, I did an album reaction on Patreon, and I've posted it on my Canadian Studmuffin channel. It's Gene Simmons, 1978, his first solo album. So check that out if you haven't. But yeah, I'd never heard this song, Big Bird. And Eddie Floyd wrote Big Bird while he was sitting in an airport in London waiting to fly back to the US for Otis Redding's funeral. And the song has this, Otis Redding vibe to it, and it's really good. I was really impressed with it, and it's a kind of a rocking song. So if you've never heard it, check it out. Number 8. Yeah. Yeah, there's more than one tribute to John Lennon on this list. Empty Garden, Elton John. And what's funny about some of these tribute songs, when they were first released, they never really got to me, emotionally. Maybe it was just too soon after what happened with John. But, through the years, I grew to really appreciate some of these songs a lot more. Oh, I was going to include, I'm sure somebody's going to say, what about Candle in the Wind? Especially the 1997 version that was for Lady Di. That's a very nice version, but just for me, I only wanted to include one artist each, so that's why it's not included. And I like Empty Garden more anyway. So that is number 8. Yeah, Elton John and John Lennon were close friends in the 70s. Though unsure about recording a tribute, Elton was moved by Bernie Taupin's lyrics referencing Lennon's final show at Madison Square Garden. It remains one of Elton's most heartfelt performances. I agree. Number 7. Yeah, The Needle and the Damage Done by Neil Young. Neil wrote this stark acoustic ballad about heroin addiction, focusing on crazy horse guitarist Danny Whidden, who died from an overdose. Young once blamed himself, but later accepted the truth. Every junkie's like a setting sun, always fading, no matter how hard you try to help. And I saw Neil Young perform that in concert about 10 years ago or so. It was excellent. So, very good song. Number 6. Yeah, American Pie, Don McLean. Let's get my notes out. Yeah, this is I just put Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and JP the Big Bopper Richardson. A tribute to all three in one song. And the song, there's 2 parts to it, part 1, part 2. And I remember having it, or one of my brothers having it, on a 45 single, part 1 on side 1 and part 2 on side 2. I love the song. It's a great tribute. So that's why it's number 6. Number 5. Shine On You Crazy Diamond, of course. Shine On You Crazy Diamond by Pink Floyd, of course, a great tribute to Syd Barrett. And I guess I'm not guessing, it happened. During the recording of the song, which was a tribute to him, of course, Syd Barrett one day showed up in the studio, and he looked much different, had gained weight, and so I guess the Pink Floyd members were they didn't know it was him at first, right? Kind of shocked and everything, and plus at that time they're making the tribute song for him. All right, number 4. Yeah, so each of these for me, just get to me more and more. So Paul Simon, another tribute to John Lennon and others. The late, great Johnny Ace. I love the end of the song. Haven't heard it in quite a while, but I just remember it. Yeah, Paul Simon's tribute connects the deaths of Johnny Ace, John F. Kennedy, and John Lennon, 3 Johns, all killed by gunfire. He recalls hearing the news of Lennon's death, reflecting on the weight of losing such cultural figures in sudden, violent ways. Yeah. That affected a lot of us. All right. Number 3. It's a tribute to John Lennon. Yeah, here today, Paul McCartney. I didn't even write any notes. When that first came out, the Tug of War album, and I knew, right away, oh, that's a tribute to John. It didn't really, because Paul is kind of known for writing these kind of, love songs, I guess, or, ballads. And so it didn't really, even when he says in the song, I love you, I thought, didn't do anything for me. But, later on, I especially seen the live performances of it and how emotional he would be on certain lines. And that's when I realized what a great song it truly is. And so that's number 3. Number 2. Yeah, so these last 2 are, the reason they're at the top is because they're for 2 young boys, right? So Tears in Heaven in 1991, Eric Clapton lost his 4-year-old son, Connor, who tragically fell to his death from a New York apartment window. The legendary guitarist emerged from a period of grief with this heartfelt song on meeting his son again, which became one of his signature songs. So, yeah. And number 1, and yeah, I'll talk about after I show this. Number 1 is All My Love, Led Zeppelin. Now, I knew, back then about Robert Plant's son, Carrick. He died while Led Zeppelin were on their 1977 North American tour at the age of 5. But I didn't know this song was about him. And so at the time, when In Through the Outdoor came out, I just thought it was a ballad. I thought it was, I liked it, but I just thought it was a little bit of a cheesy ballad. So it wasn't, one of my favorite Led Zeppelin songs. And then, of course, later on, through the years, realizing he wrote the song about his son, and, just has more emotion for me now. And I don't know if you've ever really, I don't know if some people really sometimes listen to the vocals, because when you think of his, the loss of his son, and you listen to Robert Plant's vocals on that song, you can tell, like, it's really heartfelt. And so that song definitely gets to me now. So that's my number 1 choice. And that is it. I would love your thoughts in the comment section below. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.